Let's be brutally honest sometimes. Success in football has nothing to do with flashy rookies or viral draft picks. It's about grit. About acknowledging a glaring weakness that everyone else is too polite or too nervous to call out. The kind of hole in your roster that quietly grows until it swallows up any hope of playoff glory. But first, if you like to stay up to date on all things Washington Commanders, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You've seen it before, a team riding high on a few smart moves, only to watch everything crumble because they refuse to take one decisive step. But here's where things get interesting. Because right now, one organization might be ready to do something unexpectedly bold, and it could fix their biggest liability faster than anyone dares to admit. The Washington Commanders have been riding a surge of optimism lately, but there's no escaping the elephant in the defensive meeting room, an edge rush that evaporated overnight. After watching Dante Fowler Jr. walk back to Dallas and Jonathan Allen's departure punch a crater in the line, the Commanders were left with a gaping void that neither free agency nor the draft seemed eager to patch. It's the kind of vulnerability that defensive-minded head coach Dan Quinn knows can derail an entire season before it even starts. Yet the story doesn't end with empty shelves in the pass rush department. Bleacher Report's Matt Holder stirred the pot by floating a name that could turn Washington's biggest flaw into a strength almost overnight. He suggested the Commanders should make a play for Za'Darius Smith, the veteran edge rusher who's prowling free agency in search of one more shot at relevance. At first glance, it might sound like a nostalgic gamble. Smith is no longer the young phenom who tore up backfields for Green Bay. But when you look closer, there's more substance here than you'd expect. Smith's resume is the stuff any defensive coordinator dreams about. A three-time Pro Bowler with All-Pro honors under his belt, he's collected sacks like souvenirs across a decade of dominance. Even as he approaches his 33rd birthday, he remains one of the most technically savvy pass rushers in the league.